off the bat, man, there's been a lot of talk, Chris, a lot of talk, and I think nonsense about the NFL being scripted. That everybody says, oh, it's scripted. Well, it kind of blew everybody's, all that conspiracy theories nonsense when the Chiefs won. Because remember, the script was all about the colors in, the Super Bowl logo. And it was San Francisco and Baltimore colors. Well, the
Let me
Chiefs ended
stop
up
you
winning.
there. Let me stop you there. That was just one of the scripts, right? One of the scripts. One of the scripts was the colors, the logo, the advertisements announcing the team beforehand. The other script was they wanted Taylor in the Super Bowl. They got Taylor in the Super Bowl. So
then the NFL is scripted.
I'm not saying, like you saw Jackson just said they got caught, had to change the script. Maybe so.
I mean, well, don't wishy-washy about it. Is the NFL scripted or is it not?
Man, I think they got billions of reasons to have an interest in who's there, right?
On the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
So nobody's going to watch the Super Bowl if it's not the script that they want it to be.
If it's post Hurricane Katrina, you might need the Saints to win it. If there's a city that may be losing interest, you might need to get them in there. I think there's some reasons they're going to have the same viewership, but maybe you need a targeted audience.
I've heard some people talk here recently online about dodging questions and dilly-dallying around and flip-flopping back and forth. I believe my question, and chat, please help me out here. Is the NFL scripted? And I'm going to yell it a little louder because I don't think you heard me. Okay. Is the NFL scripted or is it not?
Absolutely. There you go.
Okay. So now that we got that out of the way, so you're a flat earther, NFL scripted. No, so we're going all the way that way. All the way with
all the other conspiracies. But, sometimes when you start labeling yourself sports entertainment and there's billions of dollars on the line, I don't believe there's not some people, blowing some wind in the sail to make the boat move, if that makes sense.
Aha. Gotcha. So sometimes it's scripted, sometimes it's not. We want it to possibly be this way. Maybe we don't want to. I don't believe any of that nonsense.
We got people wishing my Wi-Fi would go out just because their team backed into the Super Bowl. And I know, hot take, backing into the Super Bowl. But come on, I don't think Kansas City deserves to be there the way they played 6 weeks before now.
I mean, but a lot changes in 6 weeks. What are you talking about? Backed into the Super Bowl based on something that happened 6 weeks ago? Do you watch football?
I'm not saying 6 weeks ago, but the last 6 weeks. Come on, man. That's the best you've seen them play in 6 weeks. Am I right?
But that's okay, isn't it? I mean, they are allowed to play better, right?
They are, but is that the test sample you'd have? 1 game out of 7?
Oh, sometimes that's all it takes. I mean, if you got into the Super Bowl, you're in the Super Bowl. Not to mention, they didn't just beat some bums. They didn't win some easy games on the road. They went to Buffalo, where nobody said they could win, and they won. And then they went to Baltimore, who basically had an unbeatable team, and they beat them too. I wouldn't call that backing into the Super Bowl.
Okay, an unbeatable team that managed to beat themselves very easily, right?
Well, we'll get into that later because I think you got a crazy take about that as well. And we'll talk about that in for a second. But I just want to get back to this scripted thing. So guys putting their bodies on the line,
right.
And now don't get me wrong. Vegas got millions of dollars either way. So they're going to make their money regardless of whatever the turnout, happens to be. They're going to make their money. But how many people are involved in this script? How many people know about it?
See, and I think that's the best secret, right? You can't keep a secret between two people. I don't think there is a whole bunch. I don't think that it's ever going to get down into any of the locker rooms or the coaches. I think maybe, a couple of folks and definitely the officiating crew, right? Taunting call here or there. Quick judgment on.
Well, it was a taunt. I mean, he did taunt the guy. I mean, you can't throw a football at a guy, spin it on him, and push him down and dance in his face. I mean, that's the definition of taunting.
Well, let's get this straight. Pushing him was a result of the guy still had a hold of his leg.
Exactly, which I agree with. You got to push him down. Absolutely.
Right. Yeah, spinning the ball. I mean, I get it, but taunting and pass interference could be called every play. I don't think it's pure luck on when it does get called.
So he was involved in the script.
I don't know. Maybe they got a couple cues that they watch out. Maybe they know their grade card. Hey, you know what? We need to see more pass interference.
But they didn't call.
Snead is a lockdown defender. When did that narrative change? Right? When did he become one of the best corners in the league?
I mean, I don't know when he became that, but he was pretty good last year, and then he was good all season long. He didn't give up a touchdown. He gave up one. That was last week to Buffalo. He didn't give up one against Baltimore because karma, which, again, part of the script, he stripped the guy at the goal line as he's diving into the end zone. Scripted.
No, I don't think these guys get down to the script. I think they let these great athletes play, but I believe there's some higher people that could have vested interest in a call going one way or another, big guy. And the script would be more along the lines of, why did Baltimore not run the ball? That's what they do. Why didn't they do more of it? Like, I don't think it comes down to everyday plays, but I do think it comes around to the overall narrative. It's a driving rainstorm, and they don't run the ball.